The Iowa State Cyclones taking on Washington State last night in the Alamo Bowl. The Cyclones coming in as the underdogs, ranked 24th nationally. The Cougars ranked 13th, but Iowa State looking to surprise a lot of people at the Alamo Dome. Matt Campbell looking for his second straight bowl victory with Iowa State. First drive, Cyclones looking good. They would force a fumble here. It's Brian Peavy flying in, knocking the ball loose. And Peavy ends up recovering it as well, but Brock Purdy would be intercepted moments later. So next drive here for Iowa State, Purdy picked off once again. This is returned for 6 initially, but they would call that one back. Still, the interception stands, and it would lead to a Cougar touchdown. Late in the half, now down 14-0. Brock Purdy and company in the red zone. Fake handoff, and Purdy gets across the goal line here. Iowa State trailing 21-10 at the break. We'll jump over to the second half now. David Montgomery from 8 yards out. Some tough running there to finish things off. And now Iowa State within 4, 21-17. Little bit later, Brock Purdy rolling right, finds Hakeem Butler. What a sensational one-handed grab by Butler here. That goes for a big gain, leading to a Connor Asali field goal. So late in the fourth quarter, now down 28-20. Purdy finding David Montgomery, and he is loose. 53 yards down near the goal line. Brock Purdy would sneak it in to make it 28-26 late in the fourth quarter. Going for 2 here, but the Cougars making a big-time stop. Iowa State dropping a heartbreaker here, 28-26 the final. Here's John Schaefer with more.
Call it what you want. Bad officiating, some questionable calls, 2 players ejected for targeting, but that really wasn't what cost Iowa State this game. No, it was attention to details. 10 penalties, and then on top of that, 3 turnovers, 14 points off of those turnovers for Washington State. It was that cost Iowa State their 9th win on the year.
Now, to take the next step in this program, it's detail. And really, it's what got us tonight, really in all 3 phases of the game. Big kickoff return right before half. Some silly mistakes in the pass game early. Obviously a tough fumble, and then, some missed tackles early in the football game, and I think it comes down to that.
Things were off from the start. 2 interceptions in the first 2 drives for Iowa State, but after that, Brock Purdy settled in. He found Hakeem Butler plenty on Friday night, the junior wideout finishing with 192 yards on 9 catches.
I think the coaches had a good plan coming into the game with everything, and that's pretty much it. They had a good game plan, and I just tried to execute to the best of my ability.
David Montgomery proved he's ready for the next level as well, eclipsing the 100-yard mark on the ground, another 55 receiving, and a score. As for the defense, it was tough sledding in the first half. Willie Harvey ejected for a targeting call.
That's a tough way to leave your last game, but I know we talked about being physical, and I guess when you're going full throttle, it's hard to let off, and we respect him for that, and we had his back, and that's kind of what I told him.
Then Ioma Awazarike got tossed on a questionable helmet-to-helmet call as well.
My frustration during the football game was just getting an explanation. Now, I should be better than that, but it really didn't get any, and those are unfortunate situations. What I was really proud of, though, is our kids' tremendous ability to overcome the loss of 2, what you would say are be very good football players for us this year.
That ignited a fire in the Cyclones and the rabid fan base that packed in the Alamo Dome, sparking a strong second half. The defense rose to the task, holding Wazoo to just 7 points in the final 30 minutes.
11 as one, pursuing to the ball. Like you said, an explosive offense, the #1 offense. You kind of do what you got to do. How to slow them down and playing as one unit. That was our goal.
The offense had a chance to tie it, but came up short. It was a tough loss, but Matt Campbell said this season was still a special one.
1-3 to 7-8, and the ability to turn the tide. It's gutsy. I think if you look at the teams that started the football season 1-3 around the country, and the teams that had the ability to recover like this group did, it's really powerful.
28-26 final. Iowa State had a fighting shot, just came up short. They finished the year 8-5. Still a lot of hope ahead for Matt Campbell heading into 2019.